Welcome back, everybody. The Neptunes have returned, and today we are going to get into a game against the Detroit Pistons because I want to watch a game against Ivy once again, seeing how this defense has evolved since the last time we faced this Pistons team, who are just above 500. Webb is fully healthy now, about halfway through simming, which is good for us, and we also get to the All-Star draft as well. We got Team Nikola, Team Giannis. We've got nobody on either team, so Yovi and Mac Boyd do both miss out on the All-Star voting. And I'm honestly still kind of shocked that Jovanovic did not even make the top 10 for voting in the backcourt for the Eastern Conference. Somehow Jamal Murray is above him despite having less points per game, less assists per game, less steals, and less rebounds per game. Yovi has completely outperformed Jamal Murray all year long, and he's still not even going to surpass him for the top 10 voting. Mac Boyd moves up to 8, but still a spot behind Miller, who got the last spot over him for the front court in the East. So neither guy's going to make it this year, unfortunately for us. So no point in seeing that. But coming off of something, we have lost 5 games in a row now coming into the trade deadline of the 2nd of February. So the offense is still top 5. We're at 4 now. We've definitely dropped off. The defense has gone down to 11th worst at 110.5 points allowed per game. And our threes have gone down from first at 39% all the way to 37%. And what was that, 4th or 5th place now? So the three-pointers are just not falling as they usually were. And Hendricks is now below 10 points per game when he's been above that for most of the year. And he is our worst shooting starter at just 43% and 33% from beyond the arc. So I wanted to spend, after a lot of thoughts and conversations these last couple episodes, I was like, you know what? Let's at least see what other teams have at power forward. So I went through every single roster, trying to parse through the teams and seeing which teams have power forwards that they would probably be willing to part with, and 2, which of these power forwards on these teams are better right now than Hendricks is, and also might have a better ceiling or a similar ceiling as to him too. So it was hard to find the perfect fit, but I think I found one, and that is Chris Murray with Portland. This guy has very similar numbers this year as to Hendricks, but he's been way more efficient and just a bit better overall. He's got more rebounds, more assists per game, and about the same minutes per game too. He's got a little bit less points per game, but he is a far more efficient shooter at 46% from the field and 41% from 3. Both numbers way higher than Hendricks is right now, with about 2-ish months to go on the season. So Chris Murray to me is the perfect fit. He's the only guy that I could find that I think I would want to trade for. And the Trailblazers already have Nazir Little and Jabari Walker, 2 other young power forwards with some solid potential too. So Hendricks this year, 0.6 EWA. He's got negative 3.6 pure point rating. He's got a 56% true shooting, game score below 8, efficiency at 12, PER at 12.6. Now let's go look and see what Chris Murray's got going on. He's been better in every single metric. PER is up, efficiency up, game score is up, true shooting way up, PPR is up by almost 6 whole points, and he's got a 3.6 EWA compared to the 0.6 for Taylor Hendricks. And Portland, they have won more games than we have, so that will skew that a little bit. But the other numbers aren't lying to you. Those are telling you that Murray has just simply been the smarter, better player compared to Hendricks, and I think he's a better fit for what this team needs right now. We also, in their offer for Hendricks, because they would only make 2 trades for us. It was to either get Hendricks or to get Kispert, and they want a first-round pick in there too, lottery protected. And so we're going to make the trade because we also get Keon Johnson in this trade, who is a young point guard that can easily come in behind Anthony if I don't like what Cole Anthony is bringing to the team later on this year or next year either. I also wanted to bench Robinson Earl because he's just putting empty stats up, so I wanted to give Liddell the playing time in his place. So Liddell is back in the fold as the backup power forward. We trade Hendricks for Chris Murray, and Liddell is a better fit for the scheme over Earl because he's got 3 stars. Robinson Earl has only 2, so I think that makes sense too. And a couple of big moves here. So here we go, everybody, back at home in today's episode, facing the Detroit Pistons at 525-25. We are 28-20. We have lost 5 straight games, though. Got to get back on track, coming off the trade for Chris Murray, the new starting power forward. He's a better rebounder than his counterpart, Taylor Hendricks. He's been the more efficient player. He's been a better scorer. He's been the better three-point shooter. Overall, he's been a better player. But Hendricks is younger and might have a higher potential. But I want to get guys that we know can fit in right now. And I think that Chris Murray fits in there better than Hendricks does and is just a better fit for the team overall. And really, out of Murray, what I'm looking for is a player similar to Quentin Grimes. You know, Hendricks was doing okay in simming, but in these watch games, a lot of the time, I just wasn't seeing him at all. Like, it was mostly kind of a 4-on-5 game with like a body out there as Yovi hit the tough triple to get him on the board. He's got all 5 now for us, actually. And yeah, I mean, like Quentin Grimes, I call his name every single game. Whether it's a good or a bad play, I'm still calling his name. And it's mostly good plays. Game in, game out, he's making threes. He's making great offensive plays, good passes, good defensive plays sometimes too. I want a guy like that at power forward. So I think Chris Murray fits that mold better and is also just a better defensive player too. So all those are the reasons why I made that trade. And now Murray's open for the 3. Not going to drop. But also in that trade, we got Keon Johnson. We have another backup point guard, a young 24-year-old, like, you know, decent potential backup that, you know, if Cole Anthony does not pick things up soon or I just don't like his play, then Keon Johnson easily fits in there as the backup point guard. That 3 goes in for Blanton here, and it's 6-5 Detroit. Boyd gets the handoff. Getting downhill, back out to Murray. Another 3, not this time either, but Boyd gets it back and puts it in for 2. Blanton shakes off Yovi, but Murray's there, jarred it loose. Blanton gets it back. Ivy has to force one. Grimes is there, good stop. Couple of screens for Mac Boyd. He finds a spot for the jumper, but can't knock it down. It's a good look, though. That was wide open. Hunter trying to get big on Boyd here. Can't really take him down low. Now the shot clock's winding down. Blanton has to force it. Another good stop. Grimes off the pick and roll. Back out to Boyd. Clock under 5 now. Boyd's got to create here. The jumper, and it's off the mark. Portis the screen. Hunter fires over Duren and got the foul. Free throws up ahead. First one good for Hunter, and he hits both 8-7 in favor of the Pistons. Back and forth to start this game. Boyd finds Jovanovic. The left hand, got it. Isaiah Stewart pulling the trigger from deep, but that one's not going to fall through. Murray cross-court pass. Boyd's got it. Time counting down. It's going to be just a terrible shot. How did that even happen? Got a mismatch with Yovi now on Portis. What's going on here? They see it. They're waiting. They're going to feed him. Help comes. And good help by Murray. Great job. They called a foul. What? I do not agree. That is a bad call right there. That is a cop-out if I've ever seen a cop-out. But whatever. The free throws are both in there for Portis. Detroit back in front. Jovanovic freed up off the screen. That one's wide open and money. Top of the key screen for Hunter. He steps back. Tough shot. Duren, great defense. Way to get a hand up in there. Just over 6 to play in this first quarter. Yovi leads us in scoring. Leads the entire game in scoring, actually. Another try for him. Stepping into a shot. Got it. They can't slow him down right now. Backdoor cut by Ivy. They find him. Grimes. Too slow to catch up. Good play call. So far this year at over 22 points per game for Ivy. Very similar numbers as to Boyd and Jovanovic. So all three guys kind of in a similar area in terms of point production. Boyd takes the Duran screen off the backboard. Awful shot. That was a bad brick. He's 1 for 5 now. Hunter got switched on to Chris Murray, and that's another good stop. Couple of miscued shots here from Hunter. Yovi attacks and gets the foul. That's going to be on Banton. First one in there. Great job to facilitate the offense here for Jovanovic. He's got over half our points. I'm counting down here. The 3 is off the mark, though. Detroit's down by 4. Steve Ray has checked in along with Dalen Webb and E.J. Liddell, who's getting some more minutes now with Robinson Earl being benched. Double team comes, and he missed the shot at the rim. Ray finds Portis. Webb's there, but Portis still gets it. Boyd hands off. Ray to Liddell. Good passing by the Neptunes. Can we find a good shot, though? Bit of a wild pass to Webb. Time counting down now. Boyd in the paint, throws it up and got it. Stewart, top of the key. Money. 1 point game. Counting a screen is Jovanovic. For 3. Got it again. 17 in the quarter. He's tied the Pistons. Primo off the screen. Back to Stewart for the monster jam. The Pistons are still sticking around in this game. Not going away, just staying within 1 score every possession down the court. Jovanovic almost doubled, and he steps out of bounds. Another screen, pick and roll, and Portis has a wide open bucket. He's got 9 points now. Ray in the paint. He's going to fire over Primo. Bit of a size mismatch there. We'll take it. Hunter getting downhill, throwing it up. Another foul on your Neptunes. More free throws for Detroit. First one off the mark. They won't tie it up again, at least for now. He goes 1 for 2. 23-22, a minute 42 to play. Screen from Webb. Cole Anthony from the elbow, yes. Double screens. Hunter pulls up and just missed it. And Liddell boxes out. All for it. But then we turn the ball over. Boyd lost it. Hunter gets the steal right back. On the move. No. His jumper's just not falling so far tonight. Okay, we got to let Boyd attack Ivy here. Get Boyd the ball. Or go to Liddell in the corner. For 3. Nurkic off the bench for Detroit. Hands off to Ivy for the 3. Not a good shot. Very well contested. 6-point lead for the home team. 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Last play coming up. Cole Anthony has it jarred loose. You can't lose it here in the last play. Ivy pulls the trigger and missed it. It's 28-22 after 1. Neptunes in front. Start the quarter. Detroit has the ball. Ivy gets down low and scores a tough one. A lead changes so far, 1 tie, but right now we are holding on to a slim lead. Anthony getting baseline. Nice finish. Ball pulls the trigger from deep, but can't knock it down. Their 3-pointers have not been falling so far in this first half. We've got 12 boards to their 6 now because we've just shot better, simply put. Back to Webb. Anthony gets the assist. Nice dime. It's a Sasser pulling the trigger. Got it. Nothing but silk for number 25 out there. Here's Grimes surrounding the screen. He'll attack. Back out to Anthony. Has some space, but he can't answer back. In the corner. Sasser over Duran. Tough shot. No, and Duran comes over to grab the board. Now back to him in transition. Nobody saw him. Great pass there by Kispert. Another screen here for Sasser. Jumper on the way. No. Anthony bouncing it back to Duran. Wall shielding off Duran from the paint. Under 5 now on the clock. Anthony is wide open. He's got it. Strong first half so far for him after some question marks the last couple of episodes. Ivy into a 3. No. A little pick and roll. Anthony's bounce pass was kicked. They didn't call a violation or anything. We get it back. Anthony has to go to Webb. Duran has to force the shot. On the other end, Sasser draws the shooting foul. The second on Duran. More free throws coming up. They've drawn a pretty good amount so far, and they've all led to free throws, it feels like. Gonna bring Banton back in. Free throws are both in there. I want to see Murray come back in here soon. I want to see more of them. Anthony back to Kispert. He's wide open. You can't give that guy space. He'll make you pay. 10-point lead. Double screens. Ivy whips it back to Stewart. But he can't respond. Once again, the three-pointers are not dropping for the Pistons. Grimes felt like he had enough space to pull the trigger, but he really didn't. And then Webb missed the putback. Couple of guys to the scorer's table for Detroit. Portis will check back in here soon. Clock's winding down. Bannon behind the back, but he missed the layup. Would have been a very nasty play if he would have finished that. But we get it back up by 10. Anthony to Kispert. Uncontested triple. You can't do it again. Even more space that time. Off the screen, Banton. From downtown, no. Screen coming over. Grimes has to make something happen. At the rim, Webb got it. Nice finish. 15-point lead now for the Neptunes. After the trade, well, we're off to a pretty good start, but these backups have come in and played very well here in the second quarter. So, good start for them from what I'm seeing. Ivy's got to try and create by himself. Tough bucket, but he got it. Good defense from Grimes, but he can't always score every single shot. The rookie Steve Ray checks in. He finds Jovi for the triple, and he immediately picks back up where he left off. 20 points now for Jovanovic after a 17-point first quarter, and he still has yet to miss a single field goal. Incredible start to the game for him. High ball screens. Ivy left open for a moment, but he can't cash it in. Oh, Kispert is wide open, but Jovi was doubled, and they blocked the pass attempt. Nice job there by Banton. Ivy feeds Primo down low. Ray is there with them, but he still got it. Find a shot here. Kispert feeds Jovanovic. Double team coming. Back to Kispert. Has to force it. It's off. In the paint, they got Bobby Portis shaking off Webb here, but hung on to it for way too long. Turnover. Boyd and Hunter both check in for either team. Ivy takes a rest. Jovi trying to throw it up, and he got tied up in the air. A third foul on Banton. Jovi just trying to do everything right now, and I mean, so far it's working. Can't really blame the guy. First one is online. Second one is as well. 49-33. Well, it's been a dominant quarter, really. The first quarter was actually pretty close for a while. Ray came over and tried to strip the ball from Portis, and it goes out of bounds off of Portis. Neptune's ball again. Jovi rounds a screen in the paint. Hop step. That one's tipped and blocked. His first miss tonight. That was Humphreys on the stop. One of their younger players. Doesn't get a whole lot of playing time over here in Detroit. Portis taking a lot of shot attempts here, and so far has not done a whole lot with them since the first quarter. The Webb down low. Can't finish at the rim. Double screens. Humphreys thought twice about it. They have to reset. They go to Portis once more. Time counting down. Humphreys has to force it. That's a good shot. Yovi finds Boyd. He gets a Brown Hunter and knocks it down. Wide open. It's Primo. Got it. And then Ray turns the ball over right back to Humphreys. And he lays it in for 2 on the other end, and they've closed the gap down to 11 just like that. 2 minutes to play. Let's make it these counts and increase this lead back to what it was. Boyd. Back to Webb. Good pass. Easy little high finish. Soft touch there from Webb. Humphreys back to Portis. He's fouled, and the bucket is just off. Portis having a pretty solid first half overall. Free throws are once again both good for him. Gurn checks in. Now he gets the feed immediately and completely stuffs it all over Portis. Webb cannot do that. We know that much. Handoff to Hunter. Back out to Primo. Detroit trying to find a good shot here, but having some issues. Ivy got it, though, from behind the arc. The lead goes back down to 10. Nice pass. Wide open is Boyd. Gotta have it, and he does. Great response, and a great pass there by Jovanovic. Boyd's got 9 points now, to 4 for 8 shooting from the field after a 1 for 5 start. Portis trying to get busy again. Tough one. That one might have been blocked, but either way, he airballed it. Jovanovic being guarded closely here by Ivy. Trying to milk the clock for all it's worth. Downhill at the rim. Got it. Displayed Stewart coming over to help. He can't be stopped right now in this first half. He's already passed his average on a game here in the half. 60-45. We're back to where it was. Last play of the quarter coming up. Going to be a shot for Ivy here. Nope, it's back to Stewart. He's going to have to shoot. And he got it to beat the buzzer. 48-60 at the break. Leaderboard for the rookies this year, and looks like AC Cole is having a great season over there in Golden State. 19-4-4. That's got to be one of their best players, right? And you got Schultz here, Fleming, all guys playing pretty well. Schultz over there in Denver. One of just 2 small forwards they have on the roster. We have a 12-point game on our hands here at home in Atlantic Arena. The third quarter is about to start, folks, but we have shot 20% better than our opponents. But it's only a 12-point game because of free throws pretty much has been the main difference, and also a couple of turnovers by the Neptunes, which the Pistons have not really had some bad passes, but we have had a couple of them. And fouls, too, have helped. So that's why it's as close as it is right now, despite the clear difference in how each team has been playing. We've killed them on the boards. We've passed way better than them. We've shot better. We've just been the better team overall. So let's make a statement here in the half. Boyd. Got it. Nice one. They lob it up, but that one sails out of bounds. Bad idea from Banton. There are those couple of mistakes that we did not see much of in the first half. And there's your look at the standings right now. We are 6th in the conference right now, trying to keep ourselves out of a play-in spot and into a playoff spot this year after dropping down the leaderboard the last couple of weeks. Back to Murray. He's not going to pull it, though. Good pass, though, by Grimes. Murray finds Grimes. He'll pull it, and it's in there. They got Portis rolling to the rim, and Duran got caught behind him. I want to get Murray more involved here on the offensive end. That's not a good shot from Boyd there. Want some better looks. Well, there's a mismatch down low. We know how this goes usually. But Duran comes over to help. Back out to Ivy. Boyd can't get there in time. And the 3 off the mismatch. 12-point game. What is that pass, boy? You threw it right to him, dude. Couple of boneheaded plays in a row. I'm counting down. Banton thought about it, then pulls up, and it just rolls around it out. We get back to it. Jovanovic to Grimes. Uncontested corner 3. You can't do that with this guy. He's been so good on these open looks all year long. It's plays like that, like Grimes. Like, I want to see Murray make some plays like that too, as it has turned the ball over. Jovanovic doubled. Back to Duran to jam it home. If you double Jovi, it's not going to work. It worked that very first time, but since then, he has made some great looks out of it. Some great passes, great feeds. Guys are getting open. And so just a bad idea. They go to Portis over the top, and they get the behind the back kind of shooting foul. Portis has been by far the Pistons' best player. Like, far and away. Boyd, catch and shoot 3, no. Screen for Ivy. That 3's in there. Jovanovic, step back 3 to respond. Nope. Line drove it. Back with the Pistons, down by 11. Hunter splits defenders. Boyd gets back on defense, but Hunter's still got it. Now it's back to within single digits. 13-5. Pistons run these last 3-10. Got to find a good look here for somebody here. Jovi to Grimes. He pulls up. Had Murray wide open. Missed the pass. Gotta stop here, boys. Ivy, another 3 off the screen. Not going to fall this time around. Grimes. Time counting down. Has to fire again. And he's fouled this time by Ivy. Finally, some free throws for Virginia Beach. Haven't had hardly any. First one good for Big QG. Making some plays here in this one. The free throws are all up and in there. Timeout, Detroit. Out of the timeout, the Pistons go to a pick and roll, and we almost jumped the pass, but it gets it to Portis anyways. Almost a really nice play, but almost won't cut it. 10-point game, 6 to play here in the third quarter. Boyd trying to take Hunter off the dribble, but he goes back out, and now the clock's counting down. Grimes has to force it again on the move. Duran tips it up, gets it back. Good job. Jovi's wide open, into a 3. Money! Great play by a couple of different players on that possession. Stewart finds Portis. He got it over Jovanovic. Timeout, Neptunes. 20 points now for Portis. Double team coming immediately for Jovanovic. He finds Kispert on the cut. That's how you break it down. Hunter off the handoff, pulls the trigger and answers back immediately. It's back to a 10-point contest. They won't let us pull away just yet. They're hanging in there for now. Another double team, back to Kispert. He gets baseline. Duran to Webb, now for Anthony. Decent look, but he missed it. Good passing, but honestly, good job by Detroit to get back on defense there. Now we got a mismatch. Portis back to Stewart. Uncontested 3. Off the mark. Couple screens. Anthony finds Jovanovic. Uncovered. Nope. Over the top. Beautiful feed to Portis. Stirring. Stopped him though, but Portis gets it back. Stewart. This time he's got it. 7-point game. They're closing the gap little by little. Ivanovic kicks it back out. Anthony rifles one in there. Nice shot. Pick and roll with Stewart. Hunter swatted out of bounds by Dalen Webb. Keon Johnson flexes from the bench. And to support his new teammate. Great defensive play. Need more of those in the latter half of this game. Gonna inbound with Wall, who has just checked in. Hunter can't cash it in. We got to back up by 10. Kispert takes it down low, picks it up, but can't finish at the hoop. Backdoor cut for Wall here. Don't make the pass though. It was well covered. Ray sticking with Hunter. Great defense on him. Time counting down. Banton, tough shot. Anthony gets the feed. Open triple on the money. Great assist there from Steve Ray. How about this game for Cole Anthony? It's a really nice play during these two middle quarters. Deep three for Hunter. Not going to fall. Tough shots. Double team coming, as I thought. Duran. Back to Webb for three. Nope. Another pick and roll. But it's blocked by Jalen Duran. Another handoff. Anthony downhill. Posterizing Banton. Are you kidding me, dude? He heard the talk. He heard us almost trade him at the deadline. But he's still here. And he's saying, I'm glad you guys kept me. 15-point lead now for the Neptunes. 86-71. The defense, by the way, feels a lot better. Just overall, not just Chris Murray. I think he has played some good defense, but overall the team is just playing some solid D in this game. Duran down low. He spins on Stewart. Got the bucket, and the foul's going to count on Banton. Why are they showing a thing for Freddie Wall? It was Jalen Duran making that play. And a free throw coming up, too. Mac Boyd back in the game. Free throw is off the mark. The triple from Wall won't fall. Last shot of the quarter coming up. Boyd, nice little hesitation. He pulls up, though. Could have just kept going and scored that. Why did he pull up there? Primo. Hands off to Nurkic, but back to him. He's blocked out of bounds by Boyd. Or was it Jalen Duran? 0.5 on the clock to end the quarter. Sasser inbounds. To Primo. Quick shot. He hit it, but it's not going to count. Third quarter over, 71-88 in favor of Virginia Beach, the home team. Nice couple of middle quarters have us up by 17. Fourth quarter begins. We got Anthony, Boyd, Webb, Duran, and Kispert out there right now. Let's see how this first couple of minutes goes. Wall uncontested. Left the guy open, but won't make us pay that time. Anthony gets down low, steps back, clean look, got it. Ivy off the screen, launches one, but missed again. He's been spotty on those triples so far in this game. And time is running out for Detroit. Mismatch down low, Kispert sees it. Webb's doubled, but he'll score anyways. Pick and roll. Back to Wall. Webb comes over and gets the stop. Nice job. Another mismatch for Webb down low. He's doubled again. Will he shoot again? No. He finds Kispert for three. Under 10 to go, but things are falling apart for the Pistons. As Ivy's trying to shake off Anthony here, but can't do it, but he's still got the bucket. That's good defense still. We've shot 60% through the first 3 quarters and change. Been a great shooting day for this offense. Hand off to Boyd. He'll pull the trigger, and it's off. It's not been a great day for Boyd. Step back, little Shot for Ivy from the mid-range. Not this time. Up to Kispert. Now he's going to shoot this. What is that? Oh, it almost went in. Ivy. Another pull-up. Can't get it to go in. We're going to watch the makes only going forward, up by 22. There's Murray, though wide open in the corner. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, Chris Murray, to Virginia Beach. Ivy, bucket and foul on Jovanovic. He's due for one of those eventually. After a couple of misses, the free throw is off. There's one for Ivy off the turnover from Mac Boyd. In the paint, Yovi, clean look at one. Can't be covered right now. 29 on the day. Is pretty much coasting here in the second half. I mean, had 24 in the first half and has barely shot here in the second, but he's made do with those shots that he has taken, and he's passed the ball well as well. Has taken care of it and hasn't lost it, hasn't made a bad one. So he's doing good things out there. Duran tried to jump that pass, but once again mistimed it. Scoop layup for Yovi. What a drive. Got it for Primo behind the arc. We doubled Portis on that play and then had to scramble back on defense, and that left him wide open for a three. 6.5 to play here in the fourth. Backdoor cut by Ivy. Quick pass up ahead. Yovi got the pass. Duran almost turned the ball over, but Banton mistimed it. Oh, wow. What a bucket for Portis. Still has not been slowed down in this game and continues to eat here in the fourth. Free throw is good. Backdoor cut for Ivy. That's a great play by Boyd to swat the pass. Up ahead to Murray for the jam. Yes, sir. Backdoor cut for Ivy again, and Boyd steals it again. Two back-to-back great plays. Up to Murray for the triple. Yes! I love what I'm seeing. Duran grabs the board off the Boyd miss. 1:15 now for the Neptunes. 3 to play. Double. Grimes is there. They're still doubling. But why? It's a 30-point game. Just give it a rest. Up to Duran. Got it. The assist goes to DJ. What a pass. Jovanovic wide open. Money. Just money upon money. 5 more threes for us than the Pistons now with about a minute to go. Back to Duran again. Grimes finds it for the final bucket of the night. 128-91. It's going to likely be your final score here, folks. What a performance. We break the losing streak after a 5-game streak of just L after L after L. Make a trade for Chris Murray. Now we are back in the win column. A huge win at home to get us back on track. Even though Boyd had a rough shooting day, Jovanovic picked up the slack by shooting 13 for 16 from the field. 38 points, 10 assists. What a performance. Jalen Duran was fantastic at 3 big blocks. Cole Anthony off the bench played great. Boyd was actually, pretty decent, but on the offensive end shooting-wise was not very good. Otherwise, had a couple of nice plays. Had really just 2 good steals there in the fourth quarter as well. Grimes, couple of threes, couple of nice passes. Same for Kispert. Chris Murray, not a whole lot until the end of the game there. Did not have a whole lot of playing time at 22 minutes. as the starter. But I think that kind of makes sense. It seemed to have worked a bit here. But great game overall by this whole team. Nobody played poorly for us, like at all. So just great overall day. And we come out on top, shooting 63% and 53% from beyond the arc. Incredible stuff. And to end, I'm going to sim us through the All-Star break to see where we are at. So into or up to this Hawks game at home. And I'll sim through all of that real quick. And we are at the deadline, so we're going to say we're going to not stop here. We're going to sim through it. And real quick, we did beat the Wizards. We'll check that after we sim. But I want to see if there were any other, pretty decent sized trades that were made. So looks like our trade for Chris Murray was the last one before the deadline came up. But Lonnie Walker was traded for Dirk Kramer. Trey Jones was swapped for Dylan Brooks. Jalen McDaniels traded for Reed Ross. Olivier Maxence Prosper swapped for a first-round pick and Rabiu Akwaegbu. Okay. Gordon Hayward got traded for Duncan Robinson. Kevin Huerter was traded for Gary Trent. Fred VanVleet to the Bulls for Trey Murphy. And then we obviously are facing Banton today, who used to be playing for the Magic. And Portis was also traded earlier this year from Chicago to the Pistons. So they made a couple of trades this year. So we actually ride the trade into a 4-game win streak, which started against this game, obviously, but then against the Wizards, we take them down for the first time this year behind 20 from Dalen Webb, 18 for Chris Murray, 6 for 11. Great. As Jovanovic had a off day, so did Boy, honestly, shooting-wise. So other guys step up. That's why we brought Chris Murray in, is to knock down shots. Giannis and Jalen Williams had a good day, but then we beat the Lakers in a high-scoring affair, 134-122, 23 for Markkanen, 22 for Boyd, 21 for Yovi, Murray, 17 points. Nice day for Webb and Duren as well, with double-doubles for either player. Then we took down the Clippers, who are not very good. 23-plus for Zach Collins and Kuminga. Jovanovic had 35, Boyd only 12. Nobody else more than 10. And then the Lakers took us down in our second matchup a couple of days later by 22. We had that much for Duren on the points, but 14 for Murray. We had 22 for Duren, 14 for Murray here to be our second leading scorer. But Yovi and Boyd once again shot poorly in this game. That'll take us into the All-Star break. Team USA beats Team World 105-101. Preston Woods 17-13. Edwards 14. Simmons 14. Mac Boyd played in this one, got 9 points, 4 for 12 from the field. AC Cole 4, 3, and 6 for Team Worlds. You had Euros Jovanovic down here, 6, 7, and 4. And then a couple of different Paulistas. Wait, you got Reynaldo Paulista over in Golden State, and then you got Rubens Paulista over in the G League. He's a G League player. Gotcha. But yeah, there you go. At the top of the calendar, looks like Devin Booker won the three-point contest, and Scoot Henderson won the slam dunk contest. Cool. Then in the All-Star game, Team Giannis blew out Team Nikola. Looks like Steph had 16 points. Good for him to lead the way. And actually, wait, what? Mac Boyd played? What? He was not drafted at all. But he played in the All-Star game, 7 points, 2 boards, 3 for 4 from the field. So, he actually did participate. Good for him. Team Nikola had 14 for Miller, and they got destroyed. And actually, I want to sim a few more games before we wrap up, because I just want to see kind of where the team is at. And I'm trying to figure out which game I want to watch. We have not watched a game against the Pacers, have we? I don't think we have. They've got Halliburton. We have not watched a game against them this year. And we can face Chris Murray's brother, Keegan Murray. This could be fun. It's a very good Pacers team, so let's sim through these next 3 and watch that one on the road next time. So we do have a game against them here. Let's see what happens. First, we lose to the Hawks. We beat the Pacers by 5. And then we drop a game to the Raptors, who have beat us a couple of times this year already. So that's not good. And so we get towards the end of the month of February, and we are down to 7th in the conference now. Still 5-5 in our last 10. But actually the Cavaliers have played 4 more games than we have. So despite our percentage being better than them, we are below them because they have played 4 more games than we have. So it's very tight from spot number 3 all the way through spot number 9. As you can see, we're only 1 game back from the Magic. So this entire ladder of seeding is up for grabs here. The entire, last month and a half of the season. But against the Hawks, we have 27 for Yovi, 21 for Boyd. Double figures for Kispert, Dern, and Webb, but we do fall. We gave up 25 to Kobe Buffkin and a lot to pretty much their entire squads. The defense did not come through in this one. We had a low-scoring game against the Pacers. Big win right here. 21 for Kozov off the bench, 20 and 13 for Hallie. But Duran, Boyd, and Yovi, 20+ for all of them. Chris Murray shot pretty well, had 6 boards. Double-double for Webb as well. Nice win, and then we are coming off a blowout loss against the Raptors, who lead the entire conference. Only 19 for Boyd. We scored 8 points in the third quarter alone, and 14 there in the first. So just 2 awful quarters. Looks like Webb and Dern got completely locked down, which is a very rare sight. Who do they even have? They got Scotty Barnes. I guess he's playing small forward, and then Dalen Terry. I think he's coming off the bench. So is Simmons. So is Fields. So I guess, yeah, Jakob Poeltl is a pretty decent defender. And then who else? I guess they played Barnes at power forward, which he's also a pretty solid defender too. So I guess they locked us down again. We've lost a couple of games against the Raptors this year. We beat them once, I believe. We lost this one in the blowouts. And have those been our only 2 games? Looks like it. 2 games, 2 blowout losses. That's not very good. We're going to wrap this episode up here, folks. We're going to get to more prospects next time out. But a big game against the Pacers because, these road games, all of these games coming up are huge because we could easily find ourselves either towards the top of the conference or towards the bottom by the end of these next 2 to 3 weeks. So a couple of huge games against the Pacers, Pistons, Hornets, Nets, Wizards, Magic, all of whom are contending with us for a playoff spot. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.